Newsflash: AI isn't here to replace you, it's here to help you. And today, I want to show you what that actually looks like in real life. I'm Joel Comm, and this is AI for Everyone. Welcome to AI for Everyone, the show that makes AI easy for everyone to understand and use in today's world. And if you watched or listened to the last episode, I started with a real simple concept that's, hey, I know it's overwhelming, but guess what? You're not behind. And once you understand that, then the question people ask is, okay, so what is this actually good for? You see, the thing is, AI either feels like everything or nothing at the same time. And the way people are framing it is like it's the most important thing in the world or something that you should be absolutely terrified of. Neither of those approaches are very useful. So let's slow it down for a moment. We're not going to talk about specific tools today. We're not going to get into technical language, and there's no updates that you need to remember. I just want to give you a way to think about AI in real life. What's it good for and what's it not good at? So, this is the core concept that I want you to walk away with. AI is good at doing work humans shouldn't be spending energy on anymore. That's it. Not thinking, not deciding what matters, not replacing judgment, wisdom, or experience. I've been around long enough to see this cycle repeat many times. When I built my first website in the mid 90s, there were people who were genuinely worried that the internet was going to replace human thinking. Well, it didn't. It replaced fax machines, photocopiers, retyping the same thing 5 times. Hey, if you're as old as I am, you might remember using whiteout on your typewriter paper to blot out your mistakes. I remember when spreadsheets were becoming commonplace. People thought, oh, these are going to replace accountants. Didn't happen. What they did do is replace long columns of hand calculations and erasers. The people and their needs stayed, but the friction from getting the job done disappeared. Well, AI kind of fits into the same story here. Here's an example for you. I've written a lot over the years: blogs, books, emails, outlines, newsletters, ideas scribbled on notebooks and in notes in my apps. And even with that experience, there are still moments that I think, I know what I want to say. I just don't want to wrestle with the wording. I'm not exactly sure how to say it. That's not a failure. That's just being human. And this is where AI shines, not by deciding what I think, but by helping me process what I already know. Sometimes that means cleaning up something that I already wrote. Sometimes it means turning rough notes into readable sentences. And sometimes it helps me to create a better structure. The thinking is still mine, but the friction of creating it is what goes away. In fact, I implement AI in helping to prepare this show to create a flow that makes sense of my thoughts. Here's another example for you. We have information overload right now. We've got articles to read, we've got emails, there's updates, there's news, there's explanations, and videos that are often 10 times longer than they need to be. And sometimes you're not looking for more information. Sometimes you just want summary, you want clarity. And AI is really good at helping you understand something without absolutely overwhelming you with it. I'll often find a video that I want to watch and it's 30 minutes long, and they're going to get to the top 5 reasons I should fill in the blank. I'll grab a transcript of that, put it into whichever AI I'm using, and ask it to summarize. By the way, Claude is really good at that. Instantly, I've got the 5 things I need to know. And if I want to go ahead and put some meat back on the bones, then I can ask AI to give me more details. So it's really good at summarizing long explanations. It's great in taking complex subject matter and putting it into plain language. And it's great in letting you follow up to ask questions until you understand exactly what it is that you want to understand. You see, that's not cheating, that's better use of your time. Another example is to organize what really matters to you. And this is one that takes a lot of people off guard. AI is not just about creating new things, it's about organizing things that you actually care about. I use it for my notes, I use it for photos, I use it for my old writing and ideas that are scattered about in different notepad and apps over the years. If you ever looked at a folder and thought, hey, there's some good stuff in here, but I just don't have the energy to sort it. This is a perfect use case for AI making your life easier. You see, AI doesn't decide what is meaningful and what's not. It just helps you to see what's already there. Let me give you one more example. AI is really great at thinking through decisions, but not making them for you. That's a really important distinction. AI shouldn't be making decisions for you, but it can help you think through them. You might ask it to give the pros and cons of a certain decision. You might want to look at angles that you haven't previously considered. What are your blind spots, perhaps? It can help you to articulate what you might be feeling, but you haven't found a way to put into words. It's kind of like talking things out without burning out a family member or paying a therapist. The bottom line here is you stay in charge. These are all great uses of AI, but it's also important to know what AI is bad at and why that should matter to you. Now, don't skip over this because this part is really important. AI is not very good at knowing what matters to you personally. AI is not good at understanding what your values are, and it's definitely not the most dependable in making judgment calls. AI often gets it wrong. So if AI ever feels unsettling in this respect, this is why. AI acts like it's very certain, but I can't tell you how many times it's gotten it wrong. And I've had to go back and say, I just fact checked this and your information is incorrect, or that doesn't sound quite right. You see, a lot of the AI tools want to be right and be a yes man. That is, whatever it is that you are looking for as an output, if you come back to it and correct it, it will always say yes. It's almost like an improv student saying yes and. So if it doesn't feel quite right when you're getting output back from AI, it's because it's doing a job that it's not supposed to do. It's not here to replace you, it's here to help you. So here's a simple 4 step test that you can apply when using AI. Ask if this task requires wisdom, context, experience, or care. That's not what it's there for. That's your job. But if a task feels annoying or repetitive or harder than it should be, that's where AI is here to help. So, no, you don't need to learn AI. You don't need to follow every update. You don't need to keep up with all of the headlines and all the latest tools. You just need to look at your life and say, okay, what is more difficult than it should be that AI can help me with? That's when you let a tool carry that burden for you. And it's super important that you do it on your terms because that's what the season is about. We're going to take small, everyday situations, walk you through what it looks like in practice. So there are going to be tools, but it's less about which tool you use and understanding that here's what you can do with these tools. This doesn't change who you think, it doesn't change who you are. We're going to do this one step at a time. Thanks for watching. Please do subscribe, like, and leave me a comment. I'd like to know how you're using AI to make your life better. I'm Joel Comm. This is AI for Everyone, and I'll see you next time.